Hey guys, this is your girl Deborah Catch By Faith. um, just want to do I'm gonna do a couple of uploads. Because I want to talk about a few things. You ever like a good read? And I know I probably get a lot of hits because the first thing people gonna think about is getting on people. No, I'm talking about a good read as far as a good book goes. Most times I like to sit back and crochet, and that's relaxing. Oh my God, how this thing's coming up here? I'm not supposed to post this until anyway. Yeah. How you doing, Peyton? Summer fun. Hey, over 50 and fantabulous. You know, this is so strange, but my sister said, "Oh, you could upload a video and it won't post until a couple of days later." So I said, okay, because I was going to do it on my phone. So I said, I see people started to come in. So you know what? It is what it is. Now I got company. How y'all doing? Yeah, but like I was saying, sometimes I like a good read, and I don't mean rank it out people or anything like that. I love to crochet. I find it to be very relaxing. And ever since a child, I used to love to read books. Love to read books. And besides the Bible, which is my favorite book, I do read other things. So my goddaughter is she's a new author, and she wrote like a couple of books. She wrote a couple of books. I'm very proud of her. She sent me my book today, and I ordered. She sent me the children's books. Her publisher is New Generation Books. New Generation. Let me put this up here. I should have had it somewhere else, but it's New Generation Books, and that's their email, newgenerationbooks.org. And they have a lot of books that you probably would like. You're trying to upload a video. No, it's going to upload later, tomorrow sometime. And her two children's books are one, Baby, 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 a Johnny, Will You Count to 10? Baby, 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 a Johnny, Will You Count to 10? And this is her first. This is her second. This is her second book, and she did it from the little guy here. This is her nephew, a Johnny, and she got that into the book. Let me put it like this. Maybe this light is too bright over here. Let me put this to the side. Oops. Let me see. Yes. Let me turn this around some. I'm getting some bad lighting over here. Yeah, but that's her second book. And it's for toddlers, to teach them how to count to 10. It's very well illustrated with the colors. Baby, baby 1, baby, baby 0, and it goes on up to 10. And I found it to be, I thought it was very, very cute, for a new author. And she got some blank pages just in case they want to scribble, because how kids are, they like to scribble and stuff like this. And say, may this book create memories and plenty of fun while teaching your baby how to count to 10. Send me an email if you would like for me to personalize a copy of this book for your baby. So what she does is, no matter what your child name is, she puts their name up here, like she did for her nephew. She puts the child name up here, and I thought that was adorable. That's very adorable. And if I was thinking at the time, I should have got the twins a book for the twins, Aja and Elijah, and had their name up here. So next time I'm gonna do this. This is her first book, The Boy That Wear Glasses, Help Baby Princess Count to 10. This is her first book. And there go little Johnny over here. Before she did the second book, she put his name. So I thought that was pretty cute too. and inside it's like a lot of little illustrations on. It's hard because kids love color. They love color and they love stuff that's big. You know, they love stuff that's big. So, and I thought that was cute. I thought that was cute too. So check out some. If you know you want you a good read. You know, besides her, oh, she has another book for adults. I'm sorry, almost forgot. Let me add that to the stream. Brooklyn Basement. Now this book is for it's an adult read. And I'll just tell you what it's about. This is a novel about love, revenge, regrets, and there is no turning back. These characters are looking for love in all the wrong places and end up at the wrong place at the wrong time. Family secrets are revealed. You will get to know newlyweds that are on the run for a murder they didn't commit. Being on the run now makes it harder to search for a missing sister and be there for a brother battling his childhood memories. In this novel, you will learn blood is not always thicker than water. Joanne Newton, who's the author, Joanne Newton, is from Brooklyn, New York, currently living on Long Island with her 3 children. She enjoys reading many genres of books, and reading has been a hobby of hers since she was a child. While reading, she would dream that someday she would be an author of her own book. Brooklyn Basement is her first self-published book under the company New Generation Books that she hopes the world will enjoy. And I am godly proud of her for making that stretch, for making that stretch to branch out, So let me get her. Let me show you. Let me see. That's her there. That's my goddaughter. I'm super proud of her, Joanne Newton. Give you a closer picture. Yeah, that's my goddaughter, Joanne Newton, and I'm so godly proud of her. I pray that her books go a long way and she makes millions from it. Millions from these books that she's trying to get out there, and as well as give adult readers something to read about, that she gives, the adults also something to read about too. I think that yeah, it would be nice for your little brother. Once again, you can always check out New Generation Books, even if you're trying to be an author yourself or somebody that's trying to write a book. Catherine with Friends been trying to write a book, and she's writing it, and she got so much of it down. But the thing is, she's taking so long to get it published. I keep trying to push her, and she is beautiful. I pray to increase my yes, me too. And Catherine with Friends is going to have to tell you about her book one day, and I think it's going to be amazing. It's for women. And hold on, let me show you. This is Joanne Newton, New Generation Books, and that's the email at the bottom. newgenerationbooks.org. And it has other books up there that you can purchase, and they're pretty reasonable. They're very reasonable. I got the 2 books for $13. So, and she'll autograph it and sign it, because I always tell her to sign my books, because when she be a millionaire, I say, look, hey, that's my goddaughter. She doing her thing. So kudos to you, Joanne Newton. I knew her before she was a baby. Me and her mother was, in my Cindy Sin days, we were thick as thieves. So when she got pregnant with her, ever since she got pregnant with her to adult, I've been, around. Another good read is, and this is, I didn't want to show it to you on my phone because I'm reading it on my Kindle read. Let me share that with you guys. is this one, In a Prior Life. Now, this is Richard Pryor's son. He wrote a book, and I'm currently reading that now. Just checking that archive with a little book. Yeah, I mean, it could be just not only that book, but other books too. I'm reading this one here now, and this book here is Richard Pryor Jr. This is his son's book, and his little the bio he wrote for his book was, I was born, I weighed 2 pounds, 3 ounces. The doctor who examined me told my mother, congratulations, Miss Pryor, you have a boy. No, wait, it's a girl. No, it's a boy. Mom cried, what did I have, a freak? Yes and no. My freakish life parallels my father's in many ways. A Peoria whorehouse, abuse, alcohol and drug addiction, and frequent bad decisions. But I survived. And that's what my book is about. A real life story of overcoming obstacles, surviving and thriving. Richard Pryor Jr. And so far it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can get it on Amazon. And yeah, I got mine from off of Amazon. That's where, and I think it was for the Kindle read was $10. You know, opposed to the book. I think the book may be like 20 something dollars, but just the little read is just 10 was just $10. So, and also too, I think you can share when you do it on Kindle read. So it's pretty interesting. If you go, those of us that's a little older that knows Richard Pryor, he was a hoot. To hear from his children, very interesting to hear from the treatment that he gave his kid, you know, being drug addicted and stuff like that. Like he's trying to be a good father, but really don't know how, because as we all know, Richard Pryor, his mother was a prostitute. His father was a pimp, and his grandmother ran the whorehouse that her daughter worked in, and that his father pretty much kept things in line with the men and stuff like that. He was a pimp. He brought in the women. So with that type of background, that's dysfunctional right there. So he always grew up, Richard Pryor Sr., he grew up dysfunctional. That's why he had so many wives, and the book made me understand, you know, even more so that was why. He really couldn't love nobody. It was just in his heart he wanted to marry him. But like he grew up in a whorehouse, Richard Pryor Sr., that with the women coming and going, he didn't, how can you know about love when you just, you know, you seeing women being pimped out pretty much. And even he himself has some stuff going on in there too, you know. So being, you know, as a young boy, he's having sex with grown women. And so very dysfunctional, very, very dysfunctional. So his son grew up saying he's growing up sort of like in his father's footsteps, but he's trying to break away. I'm not finished with the book yet, but it's an interesting read, you know, on his life. Another good read that me and my sister is sharing that we just got today is Cicely Tyson, Just As I Am. We got our hands on a copy of Cicely Tyson, Just As I Am. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely marvelous. I received an email saying it was from you. Not sure if it was not. It's from you. I will write back. Yes, it was from me. It says Kiana 5. That's me. Yeah, thank God for grandma. No, not that grandma. That grandma, his grandma was messed up. So, let me see. Just as I am is my truth. It is me, plain and unburnished, with the glitter and garland set aside. In these pages, I am indeed Cicely, the actress who has been blessed to grace the stage and screen for 6 decades. Yet, I am also the church girl who once rarely spoke a word. I am the teenager who sought solace in the verses of the old hymn for which this book is named. I am a daughter and a mother, a sister and a friend. I am an observer of human nature and the dreamer of artificy dreams. I am a woman who has hurt so immeasurably as I have loved. A child of God divinely guided by his hand, and here in my 9th decade, I am a woman at long last, have something meaningful to say. Oh, you got a copy too? I ain't even start yet, girl. I ain't start. We just got it today. We just got it today, yes. And I'm excited. I'm excited. So I'm trying to read the Richard Pryor one. And I was looking at the pictures. Got some nice colorful pictures in here. You know, of her and, for those that don't have the book, her and her heydays and whatnot. It's going to be a great read. Yes, I know it's going to just show you a few more pictures. It's going to be a great read. Yes, it is. So those are some books that I am excited about and that I'm going to read about. I think with Cicely Tyson, I really want to read about her life with Miles Davis. I think that's the most interesting thing that I want to know. Her relationship with her and Miles Davis. Because, you know, through the years, like you hear this and you hear that. Now it's coming from her mouth. So I'm going to be excited to hear that. Yes, y'all got a copy of Miss Tyson's book. Oh, I thought you said you had a copy. Yes, she got it from Amazon. I think it was the next to the last one. No, she didn't get it from Amazon. Amazon was sold out. She got it from, I forgot where she got it from. Some little book place. Like, some little book place she got it from. Oh, I didn't know about his grandma. That's sad. Sounds like an interesting book. He was such a successful comedian. Yes, he was. Richard Pryor, I think if he would have left the drugs and stuff alone, he would have been great. And I think the best woman he could have married and should have married was Pam Grier. I think him and Pam Grier should have got married because she wasn't into all that nonsense and crazy stuff and partying and getting high and all that type of stuff. She wasn't into that. So I guess, like most men, you ain't in what they into, they consider you boring and they go about their way. Call me boring, because if it takes me to get high and act a fool and all this here just for a moment because you're going to toss me to the side for the next chick, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So I just wanted to come up here and share my my little reading material, upcoming reading material for Letha. That's why she's still here. Cicely Tyson, you talking about? Oh, you mean Pam Grier? Mm-hmm. Yes, and she looked good too. Good night, all. I will watch this video tomorrow. Interesting book so far. Sharon, I got to read more book. Okay, no problem. Miss Grier, I mean, yeah, for sure. And Grace Joy, I put up a video of I keep saying her name wrong. Miss Brown. Hey CJ. Miss Brown. Tasika Brown with the Gorilla Glue. She got the glue out. Remember on one of my videos, I told you guys she was going to LA to the hospital, and Dr. Obing, Michael Obing, they got it out for her. I am so happy. See, our prayers went up, and God opened up that door, and She is absolutely wonderful. Like she was like a little heavy sedated, but they did a great job. They did a great job. I mean, all she did was just cry, you know. So I'm very, very happy for her that she got that stuff out. Now she just have to be strong. Hopefully she has God first. And I was looking down her Instagram page. The girl, she's into a lot of stuff. You know, being in Louisiana, they have like little dance teams and stuff like that. She takes very good care of her kids. I think she got five. She got five kids. She got three little girls and she got two boys. So, and she takes care of them all very, very well. And, you know, and she got a strong team with her. So it's not like she's some, you know, I'm gonna say a chick that's just doing out there doing dumb stuff and hitting the street. No, far from that, far from that. Her Instagram page, so what she did, if you look at her Instagram page, she's like a whole different person, you know, that you would think. You know, that's why she said people don't know her, and it's true. I can see she's a real good, honest person. Yeah, she is. So I'm glad. How you doing, CJ Mendoza? So I'm glad that, you know, God answered our prayers and she got healed from that. You know, the doctor was saying that he her scalp has to heal. Her scalp has to heal. Her hair is short, but that's okay. It may fall out later because it's just getting wiped out, cleaned out. So it may fall out later. She may have damage to her scalp. But he said her scalp has to heal. So with that being said, she probably has sores. I was trying to look at the video real good, and it didn't come out real clear on this. Maybe it could be a TMZ thing, but if you Google it up on TMZ.com, or just put in her name and her surgery, it'll pop up and you can see it more clearer. So I'm happy for that. To Kessa. I say her name sometimes right, then sometimes I say it wrong. To Kessa. I forgot what it is. So I did put in her I messaged her an email and just to let her know that even though she was receiving a lot of negativity, she had a good team over here that was praying for her wellness. So, you know, we wish her all the best. What else? What else? There was something else on my mind. I couldn't think of it. But yeah, so anybody want to talk about any old thing? Any questions? Anything? CJ Mendoza, we were talking about books. I was talking about some books that my goddaughter gave and the Richard Pryor book, his son, and Cicely Tyson, Just As I Am. So we were talking about that good old stuff. Yes, prayers are real and true. All God's will. God is good. I believe she would be 100%. Yes. I am too. She'd be 100%, you know, good and whatnot. So she took a couple of people with her. I know she took her son, one of her sons, and she was saying something about her sister was out there. So, you know, and they videotaped everything. I'm quite sure they said her GoFundMe went up to like 20,000. All right, I ain't mad at her. With 5 kids, she could use every little piece of it. So she does have that, and I think probably TMZ and ET Entertainment TV. I believe they probably put something in her GoFund too, because you could tell it was a professional camera in the room with her. You know, as they was filming, like her son had like a little. He was doing it from his phone, but it had been TMZ in the room with her. So I'm quite sure they put a nice little piece of change in her pocketbook and take it. Thanks for the blessing. It was a hard one, but she got something out of it, all from all the negativity and all the soothsayers talking bad and stuff like that, and they still teasing, and she'll be all right. She just have to be strong and just keep pushing. But like I said, that will be the last video that I'll be putting up. So if anybody want to follow, just wait until something pops up or check out her Instagram or something like that and keep up with her that way. But that's the last video that I'm putting up about that. Yeah, so any questions or anything like that? Anything anybody want to talk about? This video will be going up until tomorrow. You're not prayerless. That's what it was. I'm gonna usually, we say that we're praying for this one, we're praying for that one. I pray for you, this, that, and other. Y'all pray for me, Lord knows. I think I used to do, well, in my ministry, I had a book, and it said, by God's saving grace, you are healed. By God's saving, it's just a little something. And when I would do ministry in the streets and whatnot, and we tell people about Jesus, we give them tracts, we invite them to the church, and we ask them, do they want prayer? And you could either have prayer right then and there, or you could go on our prayer list. So some people choose to go on a prayer list. So I will write their name in my book. I'll write their name and I will get their phone number. And I would let them know that, we're praying for y'all, put them on that prayer list, and I would intercede with that. And also too, I would give it to my church at that time. I would give to my church a list of names that we should pray for. So I want to get back to that on this, because that's something that I haven't done on my platform, but I do want to do, because some people, even though they inbox me on Instagram, those that want prayer over the phone, which is good. I do that too. I also want to keep a book and continue my book, I should say. And well, I probably have to get a new one, because my other one is because it's from years ago. Until the pandemic, really. So I have a whole bunch of names, but I want to separate that from what I'm doing now. So anyone that wants prayer, or to be put on a prayer list, just drop in the chat, put me on your prayer list. I don't want to know what the situation is, because God is the healer on that. I'm just a messenger used by God. So I'll keep you in my prayers that I get a house on. Amen to that. So I want to keep that. And for, hey Ozzy, and for 2 days in the evening or in the morning, you won't know about that. That's between me and God. I'm going to take those names in prayer for 2 days, because I know on the third day, God's going to do it. God is going to do it. And just know that anybody that asks to be on a prayer list, that I will be praying for you guys, and that it'll be a 2-day prayer. I go in my prayer room. And my prayer room is my bedroom, where I just close the doors and I just go in. So yeah, I want to start that there. So CJ Mendoza, you're the first one of 2021 that will be on my prayer list. And I'll be mentioning that in every live that I come on, no matter what I'm talking about. I'll be mentioning, does anybody want to be on a prayer list, or do they want to have, do they want private prayer, which you could hit me up on Instagram, Deborah Catch It by Faith 1, or Catch It, I think it's Catch It by Faith 1, just Catch It by Faith 1. And we can exchange phone numbers, and I can pray for you over the phone, or if you want prayer here, I can do it here for you also. It's your choice. It's not my choice. I want to be your choice, how you want me to intercede for God for you. So, yes, CJ Mendoza, I will be putting you on my prayer list. For sure, for sure, for sure. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. So, anything else? Anybody want to talk about? You know? And by all means, keep me in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. Because sometimes for us that are intercessors, the weight gets heavy, and sometimes we need our battery recharged. So when we know that the saints of God is out there praying for us, that strengthens us in the spirit that God has us to persevere, to keep on pushing, to keep on pushing. So when two or more in agreement in prayer, yes, God is on the move. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. He is definitely on the move. So we're going to shake it to Miss. Yes, we will, Sister Deborah. Yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And thanks for Sister Lynn. She's a prayer warrior also. And, the weight gets heavy. The weight gets heavy because we are, we have to be strong for others a lot of times. A lot of times we have to be strong for others. So sometimes when we start to melt a little bit, we have to go and pray for ourselves, or sometimes we have to take a day or two to step back from this and get more on that, a one-on-one, because that's where our strength comes from. We pull from that, Yeah, there's power in numbers. We need a world prayer day. We need a world prayer day. But I'm gonna tell you, that world prayer day should have hit when that pandemic hit. Remember 9/11? When 9/11 hit, the churches were jam-packed. They were jam-packed from the pulpit to the back door to down the steps. Every church that I know of, not only in New York City, but in other places, was jam-packed for 9/11. Jam-packed. And that happened in New York City. Now, this pandemic happened all across the globe, and we did not have a day of prayer. We didn't have it. We need a world prayer. Yeah, we need a world prayer. We can definitely we do a world prayer. We can do a world prayer because the world is not praying for themselves. They are still willy-nilly, just all over the place, all over the place. But I always say like small prayers as far as Lord, the government, blah blah blah, look out for them, let them, do what they need to do. But yeah, we could pray. I mean, you could even be an intercessor for that too. You and include the globe in your prayer. Include the globe in your prayer. And we always ask God to heal the land, but He needs to heal the people. He needs to heal the people. And on one of my videos, I put, will this world ever join together? Will we ever join as one? Will we ever join as one? My answer was, I don't think so. Why? Because there's a lot of little G's in the world. that people don't want to give up. There's a lot of little G's in this world that people don't give up. And we done put the devil out of business. We done put the devil out of business. So the devil gonna get his minions, and God's gonna get his kingdom. So when we ever come together as one, we're all individuals, we all think differently, and there's a trillion of us. If I ain't saved for 9/11, that was just for a while. It lasted a while, and everybody went right back to their norm. Yeah, and this is so uplifting to listen to. God ministers to you in death, and I am so grateful for your lives. Highlights to my days. Thank you, Grace Joy. We enjoy you too. We definitely enjoy you too. But yeah, I want to get my book together and start putting the names in books, because sometimes I cannot remember everybody's name. So that's why I write it down. I write it down, and y'all will see my little prayer book. And I want to write down the date that you asked me to pray for you. Because when you get your testimony, when your testimony comes true, I want to go back to the date that you asked for that. Yep. I want to see, when God answers that prayer. So that's what I want to do. So yes, guys, I already said what I wanted to do, and by all means, join in. For your platforms, and people that may come visit you guys. If that's what God put on your heart to do, by all means, get that book, write in them names, put a little date on the side, and if they choose to tell you what it meant was, I had to write name down, couldn't remember. Exactly. That's what when I in my ministry, I run across so many people, and they will call me and they would thank me. I thank God for using you. I got this, that, and the other. And I'm like, yeah. So I had my book where I can go back into it, and I would just put in red. I had I had a little red marker, and I would put a check by it. Because God covered this person. He delivered this person. He saved this person. He answered this person's prayer. So God did his thing. So it's good to have a book. Pray that the pandemic, I pray for that all the time. But yeah, you over 50 is good to write it down, because sometimes I see like there's somebody else. So get that your own little personal notepad or a little notebook, whatever it's gonna be, and give it a heading. That's just what that book is for. Prayer list. That's it. So you can always pick up that book. You have your Bible. You got your prayer list next to you. You asking for prayer. We praying for this one, that one, and the other. We're gonna put in the book, and we're gonna watch God. Watch God do his thing. CJ, yes, I always pray for the pandemic to be over. I believe slowly, it's just getting the people well. And even though people still out there doing what they do, I think it's gonna be okay. Not as quick, but I believe God, and I know what I asked God for. I said in 2021, it got to get better. This thing has got to be going by 2021. So I'm still trusting and believing in God, and that's on my prayer list. That God is going to do his thing this year. this year. And he's working on it. He's working on it. I think things would have went a lot faster and a lot smoother had 45 not make a joke of it. Had he not made a joke of it, I think people would have been more acceptable. Okay, let me go get this here thing, or let's sit back and see what they're going to do, this, that, and other. I think that that's where a lot of the distrust came in from. So, but I do believe that God's going to do the work. He owns all this. He owns all this here. All this is his. So if he wanted to just completely destroy it, he would have. So it's a life lesson for us all at one time. God saying change, seek the kingdom of God. I'm talking loud and strong this time. Y'all hard heads, stiff necks ain't listening. So let me send a plague on y'all. I bet you someone listening now. A lot of people listen. A lot of people, so they listen to the God that they serve, small g. But those of us that know better, we do better. And we hear. Not only listen, but we hear. 45 should have acted on it sooner. Yes, he should have. Yes, he should have. But he didn't believe it when it was over there in Wuhan. It should have stayed over there in Wuhan. It shouldn't have got this far. It shouldn't have got this far. But the funny thing is, before it even got here, I would see a lot of Chinese people wearing masks. I'm like, what's going on? Why do I see so many people wearing masks for? Maybe you got a cold. So it was something going on back then that a whole lot of folks wasn't saying nothing about. So we had to get caught up in the mix. But it is what it is. We're still here. We're still here. So I praise God for that. We're still here. Yeah. And I learned a lot from it. If nobody else did, I did. So anything else? Anybody want to talk about anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Yes. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do my little read, get my little prayer list going, and that's it until God gives me something else. Until He gives me something else to add to my 2021 new ideas or something like that. Like I said, we're all doing the same thing, but we all have a different knack to it. So knowledge is power. So even if it's a small thing, because I think that's a small thing, because we all pray for people, but writing it down and keeping just that specific thing, that specific prayer list. And at the end of the day, when you flop it back over, you say, wow, you'd be surprised how many people you prayed for. Yes, you'd be surprised how many people you prayed for when you see it on paper, like, woo, I did, woo. Yeah. I used to come home with at least 30 names a week, like 30 names. Besides me and my team out there praying, actually praying for people. Yes. So, yeah. So you guys, I just wanted to come up here and pop up with that. So anything else before I go? This video will not pop up until tomorrow, I think at 10 o'clock. What's your opinion of the YouTube pastor named Jesse Lee, The Fallen State? I never heard of him. but I will check them out. What's your opinion of the YouTube pastor named Jesse Lee, the Fallen State? Um, Over 50. Do you ever hear about him? But I will check him out. Check him out, and I'll give you my opinion. I'm going to say good night. Will you be on tomorrow? God willing. God willing. He holds my tomorrows. So if he holds my tomorrows, I'll see, because I'm doing the upload now. So I'll probably do just to drop links and just hang out, talk about a whole bunch of nothing. Yes. Over 50, you still here? And good night, Grace Joy. God bless you. Have a peaceful sleep and happy dreams. But back to you, CJ Mendoza. I will check him out when I get off of here. And we won't use names, but we'll talk about it. But how do you like them? Oh, okay. Are you praying? You said yes, praying. Mm-hmm. Did you ever hear of Jesse Lee, the Fallen State? I said, I'm gonna check him out. I hear that. I'll catch you on the next live. Good night and God bless you all too. Okay. Skywatcher Dennis. Hello, am I too late? No, you're never too late, Skywalker Dennis. This is Skywalker Dennis, guys. Real cool guy. He used to be up in my bushes and he came on down. He is good. He interviews other pastors. Oh, okay. That's cool. No, Skywalker. I'm be getting off soon, but I was just talking about books. You may have to rewind the tape and just check out some stuff we was talking about. Well, I was just proud to say that I got my Cicely Tyson book. Let me get my hands off her face. Yes, the Queen. And I was reading just another the Richard Pryor book too. I just typed it in the search bar. We'll check it out. That pass after this. Yeah. I certainly will. Yes, Skywalker Dennis. Skywalker Dennis, where are you from? Because I don't know, maybe a time thing where you are. Maybe a time thing where you are. But I was saying, anybody that wants prayer, they can say, I'm going to start. I used to do it before the pandemic with my ministry in church, and I want to do it here, and that's to start have a prayer. Anybody that wants to be on a prayer list, I will put you in my book and pray on my prayer list and pray for you guys. The Fallen State is his channel name. Okay, The Fallen State. All right, we'll check that out. Yeah. And if you want prayer over the phone, it was about 8 o'clock here. I'm in Southern California. It's not a time thing. I just was doing something else. Maybe fajitas. All right, fajita. It's 10:53 where I am. 10:53 at night. Going on 11 o'clock. And Catherine Friend is coming on tonight. She went to go take a nap. She be talking her whatever she talking about. So I'll be like, oh Lord. Yeah, so yeah, so if you want prayer, just put it in the link in the chat, and or if somebody that you know would want prayer, just drop their name in the chat, and I would definitely pray for them. But guys, I'm going to get ready to get on out of here. It was nice talking to you guys. Skywatcher Dennis been making your fajitas. Enjoy them. Enjoy the rest of your evening. But this old girl here is going to take one more look into, what is it, the fallen state, and I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. So, God willing, I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. See what y'all doing. Oh, I'm on the West Coast. Yes, I'm on the East Coast. Sure is. I'm on the East Coast. So, join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. So, good night, guys. I'm getting tired now. You know, this is the girl that catch by faith saying, nobody say they love you. You know I do. Walk in faith and not in fear. Put God first in all that you do. Have a blessed night, and I love you. Good night, guys. Good night, over 50. CJ Mendoza, 804, Skywatcher Dennis, Grace Joy. Who else came up here? Ozzy Superworld. Yes. Peyton Summer Fun. Peyton Summer Fun. Good night to all of you. Have a blessed evening. Talk to you later.